Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we'll be taking a look into Winter Storm Cade. Now, we'll be taking a look into by forecast as you can see here right now on your screen. We'll also be looking into other models of what they show, and we'll probably take a look into the Northeast as well, where they might able to see a pretty decent winter storm up there this weekend. So was first off going ahead and take a look into my snowfall forecast for Winter Storm Cade. And as you can tell here, most of the snow looks to stay in Texas and Oklahoma for the most part. Now, some areas might be able to see over 8 inches, but the problem is the ground is going to be very warm, so it's going to be a little bit hard to predict how much snow is. I don't even know what the temperature at the surface is. It's probably going to be in the 60s, which is very warm, but some of the snow, a good chunk of the snow will try to stick onto the ground. But we're going to see because temperatures in Texas were in the 80s not too long ago, especially for southern Texas. They were in the 80s, and central and northern Texas were in the 70s. So I don't know how this is going to go. This You might not see a lot of snow, or you may see a decent amount of snow. We just don't really know. The models do show a lot of snow, but it doesn't really tell about ground temperature. That's the problem. So I'm a little afraid this forecast here will be a bust for Oklahoma and Texas because the ground temperatures is going to be a big factor in this here, and that's what a lot of people are missing about this winter storm is the ground temperature and or surface temperature. But anyways, let's take a look at 2 by forecast here. So as you can see here, I do have a 5 to 8 inches of snow area. This goes in for portions of Texas all the way up into central Oklahoma. It includes places like Norman, Midland, Odessa, Albany, and Wichita Falls. They could see most of the snow. And some areas may be able to see over 8 inches of snow. And again, it depends on the ground temperature or the surface temperature. Uh, I mean, that's going to be really hard to tell. And what's also going to be a big factor is the low pressure placement. The placement of the low pressure system, if it's further south, all the snowfall totals is going to move south. If it's further north, it's going to stay a little further north. And there's a very sharp cutoff right here, as you can see here. So this dark blue is 3 to 5 inches. This extends from New Mexico and Texas all the way up into Michigan, into the Great Lakes region. And that's the same situation for 1 to 3 inch range, which is in the blue. In the light blue is the dusting to 1 inch of snow. And not much else to say about this. This could be major for Texas, Oklahoma. I don't even know if Texas has snowpaws. They probably do. Not 100% sure if they do or not, but we're going to see how this forecast is going to go. It could be a bust or it could not be a bust. So I'm not 100% sure how this is going to go. But anyway, let's move on to some models here. So here's the look for the European model solution. There's a lot of snow going on in Colorado, Utah, and Wyoming. And also there is winter storm warnings for those higher elevations. There's even winter storm watches for portions of Texas and Oklahoma as well. Almost forgot to mention about that. And your low pressure system is currently sitting over New Mexico. That's going to continue to push southward. And then, as it kind of reaches to this, well, it's not really, well, it is a stationary front here, developing here. It's going to follow along that front. And it's going to start pushing northeast. And look at all the snow here it's got on the system here. So moderate to heavy snow. In the warm sector, there could be some severe weather. Right now, the severe weather threat is not as bad for tomorrow and actually, yeah, tomorrow and Wednesday doesn't look that bad for severe weather. But Thursday is something to really keep an eye on. I'm expecting Thursday for a while now to be the worst or the best, by the storm chasers of the severe weather day out of the three. But anyways, let's go ahead and go back to the winter side of things. You can see here, got quite a bit of snow on the north end side of the system here. That's going to move uh, quickly. Then a new system develops here. Now, this really depends on the place of the low pressure as well. And this could be a big snowmaker later on. And I'm hoping this low pressure system kind of gets closer to Kentucky because I actually want some snow and I wanted to pull some more colder air. Right now, the European model solution shows that the low pressure system is actually a little bit weaker. It's going to be very windy in the warm sector as well. Could see some serious um, severe thunderstorms with that in the warm sector of all things. Snowfall amounts for the European model. So here's Winter Storm Cade here. You can see it's showing about a foot of snow in a few areas, anywhere from portions of Oklahoma City all the way down into Lubbock, Albany, and Odessa, Texas. There's a pretty wide spread, 3 to 5 inches pretty much here for the Great Lakes region in the Midwest. If we move on to the next 5 days here, here comes your secondary low pressure system showing very similar snowfall totals. And here's the GFS here, and showing a very sharp cutoff here about, I mean, that's not really a good look. But you can see here, it actually shows a little bit higher amount of snow up into the Midwest and the Great Lakes region there. Let's have a better look, but first let's take a look into the CMC model here. So here's Winter Storm Cade, and again, it's showing 12 to 14 inches of snow, which is quite a bit of snow. And there's also a 5 to 8 inch range all the way up into Illinois there, at least close by to Illinois. And there goes that secondary system there. That could probably bring some foot of snow up in Maine. And again, with the placement of the low pressure system, we just not really 100% know yet. Here's the RGM. I do like this model a lot. It's been doing pretty good with snowfall mounts, but I think this is a little overdone here. At least for Missouri and Illinois, I don't think you guys will see a foot, but it could be possible though. And you can see a bullseye back in Texas there with about 14 inches of snow, which is quite a bit. But this only goes out 54 hours, so it does not go throughout the entire event. So the Great Lakes region, you're not involved with it just yet, just by from the RGM. And let's take a look into the high res NAM. As you can see here, and again, about a foot of snow there. There's even another pocket of 5 to 8 inches of snow for Missouri. Interesting enough, it's actually having a little bit of a bullseye for Kentucky from one system there. That's pretty interesting. And again, it does not go throughout the entire event. We could take a look into the NAM 12KM, which goes a little bit further out. It does go throughout for that secondary system. You can see here pretty decent snowfall amounts anywhere from Indiana and Ohio up into the northeast. Then from Winter Storm Cade, back down into Texas, there's about a foot of snow for some of those areas. So there's a pretty good agreement of a foot or more snow. But again, those ground temperatures is going to be a little bit warm. So I think these snowfall totals are going to be a little bit lower than the models are showing. Now, I could be wrong, I could be right, but we're going to see about that. And Northeast got to keep an eye on that secondary system because you may be able to get uh, a decent amount of snow. And again, depends on the low pressure placement of this next system. It's actually going to be a little bit stronger around the Appalachian Mountains, which is interesting. So that cold air can come in a little bit quicker and get more moisture in. So I think this is looking to be a pretty good setup for the Northeast to have a pretty good winter storm here at this point, but things could change here. So this is valid all the way to Friday. So this is going to happen starting Thursday into Friday. I think it's going to be a fast moving system too. But anyways, guys, this is all for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Winter Storm Cade update. If y'all did like this update, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you never miss an upload. If y'all guys got questions about this, you put in the comment section down below. I answer you guys' questions. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.